First bait I'm going to be suggesting to everyone, if you want to use a hard bait or a crankbait, I love year-round, I love using wiggle warts, I'm telling you. Unless you're in really shallow water, and then in a case like that, I'd go to a square bill. But whether I'm looking for a crawl pattern or just something colorful like that, my go-to crankbait in most bodies of water is going to be the wiggle wart. I just love the action, the swimming action on them. They seem, I seem to do pretty good on them. My next bait is another low profile bait. It's these Carl's Amazing Baits. What are they called? Gator Hog. They're these little tiny creature baits. They look kind of like a crawl, but they have the flapping appendages on them. And what I like to do with these is I like to just drag them along the bottom, and yeah, that's pretty much all I like to do with them. I like to drag them on the bottom, Texas rig them. You know the deal. Okay, it's just my favorite, or one of my favorite soft plastics to be thrown. Next up, I have the KVD Perfect Plastics Coffee Scent Finesse Worm with the red flake. And the reason I like these ones, well, let me tell you this much. A lot of people like Senkos, which don't get me wrong, they have amazing action. But I really like the trick worm because I feel like it, once again, has more of like a subtle action to it. These ones here are smaller. How big are they? They're 5 inches. They're 5-inch worms. So they're a bit smaller than what you'd normally buy. And for a lot of the fish where I'm fishing, they aren't into the biggest baits. They're actually, yeah, they can actually be kind of skittish. So I find a smaller bait most of the time does better for me. So the next bait is gonna be a swim bait. This one here is a Keitech swim bait. The reason I really like Keitechs is they swim really well. Okay, I've seen some people do amazing on them. I myself, I've caught fish on them. Most of the time, how I'll rig them is I'll put them. Most of the time, I'll put them on a jig head, and what I'll do is I'll jig them on the bottom. Sometimes I'll just like Texas rig them and swim them if I'm going through a bunch of cover or something. The spot that I fish on the river, it's actually got a big tree down. It's kind of shallow. I'll Texas rig it. Thing is, it is so snaggy there. Even with the Texas rig, a lot of the time, I'm still getting snagged. But also long swim baits. Right here's a little one I bought. Sometimes I like to put them on a little like finesse swim jig type of head like that. The reason I really like these ones is it's a really small profile. It might be hard to tell from here. Let me try to get a full size jig out. I don't know if it'll help you guys out very much, but we'll give it a try. Struggling. Okay. So that is just a big one. You can't quite tell, but most jigs are going to be a little bit bigger. That's a small jig, still, but you can see size is a little bit different, but what I like. And this one right here, I already know, it's surprising everybody, but my secret bait to anywhere I'm fishing, I've had people come up to me before and ask me how I'm catching all these fish. My secret bait's actually trout magnets. I'm telling you, I've caught more bass and, well, flathead catfish on trout magnets than I have panfish or trout. I'm telling you, anytime I take these out fishing, I'm just slaying fish. And you think because they're so small, they only catch tiny fish, but no. That bass I actually have on my shorts, I caught one of those on a trout, I caught him on a trout magnet. I also caught 13 other crappie that day. They were all on trout magnet, but I mean, that's more reasonable. I also have some pictures I can show you I might put in this video, I don't know, of a bunch of flathead catfish I actually caught on trout magnets. I was sight fishing flatheads, dropping it right on their nose, and I was killing them. But yeah, trout magnet, I really like the green or the white ones, but I haven't found a color that hasn't worked yet, but once again, I prefer like the chartreuse or the white.